Huh? 88 point, oh, thank you. 88.25 grams. All right, so this right here is an empty container. All right, the mass of the container when filled with a liquid is 150.5 grams. So this right here is filled with a liquid. Okay. And it says here that the density of that liquid is 1.25 grams per milliliter. And it wants to know what's the volume of the container. All right, well, first off, what if you put this liquid in water? Would it sink to the bottom of the St. John's or stay on top of it? Sink to the bottom. All right. So if you had water mixed in this container, water would be on the top. All right. So what do you want to do? Well, first I know this. Density equals mass divided by volume, right? I know that. And what I'm looking for is volume. Okay. So if I multiply by volume here, that means I have to multiply by volume there, right? So I'm left with volume times density equals mass. Has anybody tore up about that? Okay, so we divide by density, divide by density. So here's what I finally got. I've got volume equals mass divided by density, correct? Okay, where do I see a mass here? Well, I don't. I'm just going to have to arrive at it. Because I know that if I got something that's got a mass of a container and some sort of liquid weighs 150, then the mass of the empty container weighs 88, what do I need to do here? Just subtract the two numbers, right? So what are those two numbers subtracted? 62.25. All right, 62.25 grams per, okay. Now what's the density? Well, the density was given at 1.25 grams per milliliter, right? The grams will cancel, and this milliliters is in the denominator of a denominator, which really means what? It's in the numerator. All right, so 62.25 divided by 1.25 equals 49.8 milliliters. So that'd be the volume of the container. All right. Is that what you guys got? Oh. What you talking about? Stopped at the 62.25. Does it ask for, what does it ask for? Let me reread the problem. Oh, and you just got the mass. Oh, okay. Are you happy though with that? How that goes? No? No, I'm not happy. Did anybody get that? Got a couple of people? Wonderful. All right. Well, do you see now what's going on? All right. We got an algebraic equation. We had to rearrange it, right? Because, you know, density equals mass divided by volume. But see, we was given density. We were given a mass, so see, we need to go in search of that. So that's what we did. Okay. Now, what was the next one? I don't even, 78. Okay. It says the density of sulfuric acid is 1.84. So 1.84 grams per milliliter is the density of sulfuric acid. What's going to be the what volume of this acid will weigh 100 grams? Well, take a look at this. If density equals mass divided by volume, right? Well, there's your density. 100 grams is what you're looking for, so there's V. Well, it's the same type problem, right? We're still looking for V. All right, so how would you go about solving for this? 100 divided by what is 1.84? What? 54.3 milliliters. All right, all we did is multiply by V, divide by 1.84, divided by 1.84. So 100 divided by 1.84 is 54.3 milliliters. So that's how much sulfuric acid you would have to measure out. You see, sometimes in chemistry you are given formulas where you have to measure out a mass. But it is more convenient to measure out a volume. All right? Sometimes that happens. Okay, how are we doing with chapter 2? Good. Please don't move along. All right, well, what do you want to do? The good news is chapter 3 is extraordinarily short. All right. No math, nothing like that. So we can pick that up tomorrow if you want. What do you want to do? You want to do more of these problems? You want to pick some, or do you want me to? You want me to? Man, can't you guys pick some? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let me pick a couple of these here.
How about 48?
Yeah.
Why does it have a star?
Well, because it takes a little bit more thinking. All right. Do you want to do 48? No? Okay. Well, why don't we do this one then? Why don't we I'll give you a couple, and we'll let you guys work on them, and then in 10 minutes or so, we'll come back and we'll do it. Let's see here. Let's do number 67. Let us do number 40. And I know these are out of order. You can work them in any order you want. And let me do one more here. Let me do number 27. So you guys get together, work these 3 problems. All right, maybe it'll take you 10, 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come back in here and work them for you and see how you've come through them. All right, and these are certainly the more advanced level in this chapter that requires a little bit of thinking and whatnot. All right.